and gentlemen, live from Kona, Hawaii, it's Tiedye Hobo. Hey, it's Tiedye Hobo. Hey, it's Tiedye Hobo over here in beautiful Hawaii, where the sun's always shining. It's always beautiful. So today we're gonna do something really cool, man. We're gonna do like paint dye, and it's where I get the shirt, I tie dye it, and then I leave a little opening in the center, and then I paint the front of the shirt, not the back. I can do the back too, but this time I'm just gonna do the front. And so I'm gonna show you how cool this is. You can do anything on there you want. Oh yeah, so I want to let you know, if you ever come back to the Big Island, Hawaii, come on over and check out Tiedye Hobo, or just Google it. All right, so let's check it out, okay, you guys? Come on. All right, so we're gonna get the shirt. We're gonna lay the shirt face up. Okay, I'm gonna do a long sleeve. This is actually an order for somebody. We're gonna do the Grateful Dead bear, one of the dancing bears. I'll show you. I'm gonna look up a picture, and I'm gonna use it from the picture that I find. Okay, so what we're gonna do is fold underarm to underarm. I'm gonna make sure this is folded in half, like a nice piece of paper. Shoulder to shoulder, up here. All right, and in the bottom corner. All right, so we're gonna get this. That's how I pop out the wrinkles. See how I did that? I went oink. And so now you have a straight piece of paper. So I'm gonna get a highlight marker or a washable marker. And you can use a string or a stencil. I'm gonna do a half a circle. Doesn't have to be perfect, okay? It's just having fun here. But it's gonna be really neat because you can do whatever you want. This is like the Bob Ross of tie-dye, okay? So if you want to make sure it's a round circle, you put your finger right in the middle, and you kind of just push. See like that? I'm just kind of like doing that, and then I'm gonna keep my finger in the middle there on that side, and like that. Okay, so that makes sure I got the circle right there. Okay, so I'm gonna get the rubber band. This is gonna be a little lengthy video. Give me a heads up on that, okay? But every second of this is crucial. See how I put that on there? Now I'm going to put another one just as a guider right on the outside of that. Okay. And then I'm going to squish this all up like this. Doesn't matter how you do it. You squish it, scrunch it, crunch it, brunch it, be bottle bunch. All right, so now we're going to get rubber bands again. And sling them on here. Can't waste no time because we're going to be tie-dyeing and doing some paint dye on this one. So this one's going to be really groovy. All right. So now what I do is I get a plastic baggie. Yes, they are good for this because what I'm going to do is slide it just like you do the rubber band. I'm going to slide it underneath that and get it around that spot right there like that. See that? And now I'm going to get the rubber bands and do the thing again, double wrap it. And then get me right over that baggie to that line, and I have the other rubber bands on. Okay. So again, right there, like that. Make sure you got your baggie covering both ends. Okay. Looks good. Now we're gonna take this dyeing rack. So hang on. All right, we're here at my shop over here in Hawaii on the Big Island, and so that's why you hear the noise in the background. Okay, so what I'm gonna do turquoise right now on the outside of this part right here, and do a couple of stripes down on each side. All right, now we're gonna get pink. You can use whatever colors you want. Okay, I'm just doing these colors because I think they look cool. We'll see how it looks when we're done. The yellow on top of that part right there. Right next to the pink on each side. See how I made a little bit of orange in there? Now I'm gonna get red. And go right red right in the slots where the white is. Okay, right on the end. Okay, that looks pretty cool already. So now, oh yeah, you're supposed to wear gloves, but I ain't got them on, man. Caught me red-handed. All right, so now we're gonna flip it over. It's kind of like wearing a raincoat in the shower, you know what I mean? So here we go. Now I'm gonna get the red this time. Go right over there and go over where the blue was with no care, no worries whatsoever. Then I'm gonna do orange and behind that one. All right, so this can be like the rainburst colors. This could be like, you know, rainbow-ish. Now a little bit of yellow on top of that. All right. So now see that? Now we're gonna do the blue. The blue's gonna make green next to the yellow. A little bit of purple next to the red. See that? Oh yeah, no, yeah, just a little bit right there. See how it saved that from getting on there? Okay, so now I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit. Kind of let it set. And I'm gonna pop it open and put it on the table as it's still setting. And I'm gonna paint the dye on there. So hang on. Okay, here's the shirt. And here's the design I'm gonna do on the shirt. Okay, the shirt I just pulled apart. Looks really cool. So you can either, like, if you want to do both sides, you can put something like cardboard or plastic in between the shirt right at this point and stop it from hitting the other side. Okay? And you do it in steps. But you want to make sure you get this in a timely fashion, you know, after you get the dyeing started. All right? So this might be a little bit intense for some of you, but this is going to give you an idea of what you can do. It's endless what you can do beyond this. If you want to draw anything on there, you can put happy birthday, so-and-so, whatever. You can do whatever you want, but I'm going to show you this one. Okay, so I'm going to draw the little bear here. Okay, now we have right there his little cheeks and his little mouth. Okay, now we have his little happy face. Looks like we got that for his nose. Okay, so this is be dark. Okay, this is just the outline, okay? And so now his little nose. Okay, and his little eyes. Little baby eyes. Okay, it looks like he's got a half round things around his ears. Okay. Remember, nothing's perfect. Everything's beautiful. Okay, so here we go. We have his little outline of his hair here. This would be like black. Okay, now we have his little crest of his little apron, whatever it is. His bib. It must be spring break because he's wearing his bib. Alright. Now we have his little arm. Looks like it's a okay. Now we have some fur going up here again. Alright, so now we have his butt and his leg. And his foot. Now it's going to his knee. Right, now his little belly. And his little arm. And the little thing in his little paw. Right, and then his foot. Alright. Now we have a little fur on his butt. And fur on his leg. And some fur going down here. And some fur over here. And no fur over there. Okay? So that's close enough. Nothing's perfect. Okay, it looks kind of like the bear. I'm going to do the black ink on there, or black paint, and the tie-dye. Right, so just whatever I have left inside there, it's been sitting in there Nothing's thickened, just the black dye. Okay, so I get it. You know, just it's kind of like when they used to do it in the days of like when they did the Declaration of Independence. They had to dip their pens in this ink, and then they had like a dabber, something to dab it on. So this is kind of like what I do when I dab it off, and then I kind of lightly come into it with the tip. You don't want to overdo it, you know. Hear the noise in the background? We're at my shop. Okay, so now his little head. Okay, his little ear. Dab. Okay. Alright, so now his little half round thing for his ears. Do those black. Okay. Now that one right here. I know some of you may not be artists, but you can get the concept of what you can do beyond just regular tie-dye. And you can do whatever you want in the middle of these shirts. You can put, you know, in loving memory of Tiedye Hobo. Where's that laugh track now? Okay. Okay, see how it filled in his mouth? Now I'm going to do his little nose. Okay, and a little bit of eyes. All right. Now, as we come over here, I know it's not following the line, but I just went how it felt good, you know. So here we go. All right. So now we're gonna come over here to his little arm. So this color, it looks like it looks like he's plum. So I'm gonna use turquoise and fuchsia to make the color of the bear. You can use a cup, you can use a plate, or whatever that you want to use to mix your colors. And you can try out your color on something white to make sure it's the color you want. Okay. So see how I'm doing the outline of the bear? Okay. Alright, so now I'll do the last fur here. And I'm going to do the little fur on the rest of them. Oh yeah, this little paw thingy here. It's dark. Okay, here's the hair here. Here's the hair here. Fur, I guess you'd call it fur. Okay, and then over here. And then the last one on his ear. Alright, and then last ear. Oops. You gotta watch out so you don't get your hand like I just did. But hopefully I can get that out of there. Alright, now I'm gonna get turquoise. I'm gonna get my little mixing plate and get a paintbrush. Find out where my paintbrushes are at. Alright, that'll work. Okay, so I'm gonna mix turquoise and the fuchsia, make that purple. Okay. Now I'm gonna find something white and check it out. Oh yeah, here's my little napkin thingy. Okay, it needs a little bit more red. Now let's see what it shows me. There we go. That's the color we're looking for. Okay. So I'm going to just do almost to the edge. Don't do it to the edge because it'll leak outside your picture. I'll show you. I'm going to get the little brush and do the rest. It's kind of like doing a yard work. You're mowing and then you weed eat behind it or before it or whatever you want to do. You can do the outline first if you want. But see how I'm just going in the center of it? And then his face too. Over here. Just a little bit. See how it's creeping up towards the edge there? I hope they don't go past the edge. You gotta be careful about that. But you'll learn as you go along. Nothing's perfect. Everything's beautiful. And just like when you're a little kid or whatever and you made something for your mom and she put it on the refrigerator, it may not have been the most beautiful thing in the world, but to her it was. Okay? So whenever you do something for somebody and you give it to them as a gift, it's priceless. Okay, now I'm going to get the little brush and come around the edges here. Make sure every... Okay. Right here. So, right here like this. You have to move kind of quick because the colors are starting to spread. You normally should let these shirts sit overnight before you open them and start painting on them. But I'm like doing a rush version, so I'm facing some rush version dilemmas. Okay, so here we go. Now we're going to do the green on this little thingy. Okay. Oops. That's not green. What happened? What's going on? Oh no. Uh-oh. Let's see if I can get that out of there. Oh boy. Okay, so now I'm going to get blue. Okay, I'm going to get the turquoise now and paint that on the outside. Okay. Alright. There we go. Sorry about the noise in the background. Alright, so I'm going to get it around the outside of it first. So it takes away that seeping color. I'm going to try to correct my error here and do this turquoise with the green there. Alright. So here we go. And once we get the outside of it going, the picture comes to life. But if you let it sit overnight before you start painting on it, it works a lot better. Okay? So this is going to work out fine. Alright, so I'm going to get the outside of it first. Okay. Alright. So now we get the rest of this foot here. Okay, now I'm going to just get the rest of this and go with the outside flow. See how it's all going this direction? Just go the same direction as the tie-dye is. Like I said, it's a little time consuming, but it's rewarding. You guys can see how cool this is, you know? And it gives you a whole different line of options. And it becomes unlimited after that. You can do this all day long with anything you want to do. And so that's like at this point, I'm got endless amount of material that I can come up with. It's endless. I can never fulfill it all in a lifetime. But I can share this idea, and those that like this art can go on a whole nother level. All right. All right, so now the last little bit here. All right, let's see. All right, so I'm going to show you this right now in a second here. Hang on. All right, here we go. In the back looks like a little ghost, but like I said, you can put something in the middle of it. All right, you guys, thanks a lot for checking that out. Hope you guys have a great day. Aloha.